So here is my Minecraft guide covering all the aspects of the game and tips on how to play the 3 game modes: survival, creative, and minigames. If you're new to Minecraft, please begin by playing the tutorial. You can do this by pressing A on play game, pressing right bumper to go to the create tab, and pressing down and A to play the tutorial. Play through the tutorial and don't skip anything. Yeah, that B button that says I know this already, don't ever press it if you're just beginning the game. You will need all the instruction you can get because Minecraft is a lot more complicated than you think. Once you finish the tutorial, which I hope you have, you'll have learned a lot of things such as how to break down items, how to open your inventory, how to craft, and how to craft certain useful tools such as pickaxes, furnaces, and crafting tables, just to name a few. Now that you understand how to play the basics of Minecraft, we can begin learning. I will be covering all 3 aspects of Minecraft, but we will begin with the first and probably most commonly played one as well: survival. Creating your first survival world should be simple enough. All you need to do is hit A on play game, go to create and create new world, and adjust these 2 tabs down here. You can change the difficulty from peaceful to easy to medium to hard, and you can change the game mode from survival to creative. But that's all you need to know really now for creating your first world. However, I can't be bothered to start up a whole new world for survival, so I'm going to do these actions that you should be doing on my survival world that I've been playing a long time on. I still will be representing the actions you should be doing in the beginning, but just with way more advanced tools. The first thing you need to do when you spawn in a world is just run as fast as you can for the nearest tree you see and chop it all down. Like, whether you have a diamond axe and you defeated the ender dragon or you just spawned in a Minecraft world, you need wood. Like, it's probably one of the most important elements in the game. So get as much wood as you can. I would recommend maybe 2 stacks of wood or maybe 1 stack. 1 stack is 64 planks of wood. Of course, you can do this by pressing X or going to your crafting table and turning unrefined oak wood into oak planks. 1 oak wood turns into 4 oak planks, so getting those stacks should be easy. Then turn some of those wood planks into sticks. With these sticks, you can create all the tools and weapons you need, such as, again, pickaxes, shovels, Minecraft swords, and axes. In the beginning, I would try and make a pickaxe, a sword, and an axe, because an axe makes it easier to chop down wood for more wood, a sword will make it easier to fight off monsters at night, and a pickaxe will allow you to mine tougher material such as stone. So let's take this wooden pickaxe here and mine stone. Obviously, the tutorial told you that you can mine stone with a wooden pickaxe, but what it did not tell you is that you need something of a wooden pickaxe strength or greater, because if you try to mine stone without the pickaxe, it will break, but it won't give you the stone. Anyway, stone is very important because it will allow you to upgrade to better tools such as stone, iron, or diamond. To make iron or diamond tools, though, you will need to be able to rummage around in caves to find those ores, and for that you will need food. There are 3 ways to accumulate food: farming, fishing, and hunting. Farming includes planting seeds that you have accumulated by breaking grass on tilled dirt, which you will often find in villages. This is one of the harder methods to get food, but it is definitely worthwhile because you will have an unlimited source of food after a while. Hunting includes killing animals that just happen to be wandering by. And you will get a lot of meat from this, but unless you breed, which I also count as farming animals, the amount of animals you will have near you will be limited, and you will also eventually run out. You can cook the meat though. As you can see, I am eating a raw mutton and it only restored 1 bar of hunger. However, you can cook the meat by cooking it in a furnace. If you are paying attention to the tutorial, you will now know how to make a furnace, and it requires 8 stone blocks. After you craft one in a crafting table, simply put the meat as the ingredient and the wood as the fuel. And it will take a little while to cook, but after it is finished cooking, you will then receive your cooked mutton. Once you eat it, it will restore 3 to 4 bars of hunger, which is way more than before. Now comes the final way to get food, fishing. Fishing is a little harder to do than farming because to get a fish, you need a fishing rod, and that requires string. You can get string by killing spiders at night with a sword that you may have crafted, and with the sword you can combine it with sticks to make a fishing rod under the tools and weapons section of the crafting table. Once you have your fishing rod, just cast your line into some big body of water, and eventually there will be like a stream of bubbles leading to your fishing rod. Watch carefully for it. There. And when it gets to your line, press left trigger to pull it in. Obviously I was very late on that one, but I just wanted to give a demonstration. And now that you have your food, you can begin mining. The best place to mine is caves. Caves often have iron, and if you find a huge cave, you can often find diamonds in them. But be prepared, you will need a stone pickaxe and plenty of food. Also, they also have this resource with black dots on it called coal. Coal is very, very valuable. Mine it with your stone pickaxe if you can, although it can be mined with a wooden pickaxe. Coal can be used to make torches when combined with a stick, which is very crucial because you need light in these dark caves. Caves are often shielded from the sun, so you won't get any natural light to see. As you can see, I've already planted down torches because I played in the survival world. Also, there will be monsters in caves, so be sure to pack a few weapons as well. If you spend enough time in the cave, you will begin to find better resources such as iron, redstone, or even diamonds. This is what iron looks like. It has orange dots around it, and it can only be mined with a stone pickaxe or better. When mined, it will drop this material. It won't be direct iron. You will have to put these iron blocks into a furnace, which will then be smelted into iron ingots, which you can combine with sticks to make better tools. You can also use iron pickaxes to make iron armor, and with the iron armor, iron pickaxes, and food, you will be finally able to go to mine the last resource, diamonds. Diamonds are dug very deep into the earth. Now, to reach these diamonds, you will either have to get very lucky with an insanely deep cave, or even a mine shaft, which we will be covering later on, or you have to dig straight down. Now, many people say digging straight down is a bad idea, but it is not always bad. See, the thing is, as long as you disable autosave, and to disable autosave, simply go into the menu and press A on disable autosave. If you die, you can exit without saving. That way, you can remember where the ravines with diamonds are. Just be sure to save before you dig straight down. Again, if you dig long enough, you will find diamonds. And when you do, diamonds will look like this. Again, these things can only be mined with iron pickaxes, so be sure you bring one of those if you're going to dig seriously. If you have played long enough in this world to even achieve diamonds, congratulations. But do not spend your diamonds on anything. Save your diamonds until you have 15 of them. Why? Because there is a glitch where you can duplicate diamonds. Not only diamonds, but iron. And gold even if you want to. Now, I will not be explaining it in this video. I will post a link to the video I created of the tutorial on how to duplicate ores. But do not spend your diamonds on anything. And once you have those 15 diamonds, you can begin duplicating. and you will have an infinite supply of diamonds for the rest of your world. Once you have your diamonds, the first step you want to do is you want to create your diamond armor and tools. Obviously, you should know how to do this by now by going into the crafting table. In fact, you are no longer a Minecraft beginner. But still, after you create your diamonds and armor and your weapons and all that stuff, you need to enchant them. And I'm sure you have found the enchanting table in the crafting table. It requires like diamonds and like books or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what it requires, but something along those lines. Now, we will cover how to build an enchanting table. So obviously you have the diamonds, but an enchanting table also requires obsidian. And to get obsidian, you need to pour water on a still pool of lava. That means the lava cannot be flowing whatsoever, or it will just turn into plain cobblestone. So I would rather dig down deep until you find a still lava lake, or if you get very lucky, you can find a still lava lake just straight out there in the middle of a desert or something. And if you pour your water on the still lava, you will see your obsidian has been formed. To acquire the obsidian, mine it with your diamond pickaxe. It may seem like it will take forever, but you will eventually have your obsidian to build your enchanting table. Finally, you'll need books. Now, you can get books, you can craft them from leather by killing cows, from paper, from sugarcane, and yeah, once you have like books, I believe, you can finally craft your enchanting table. And when you build your enchanting table, it will cost your, well obviously you need to put your item in, and then you will need lapis lazuli and enchanting levels to be able to enchant your weapons and armor and stuff. So you need to have lapis lazuli, which is also able to be duplicated, and you will also need experience levels. You can gain experience levels by mining coal, redstone ore, by killing animals or enemies. Once you enchant your weapons and armor, you are ready to go into the second biome. And by second biome, I'm not talking about a regular biome, which is a mesa or a jungle. I'm talking about a whole different part of Minecraft. See, one thing I didn't explain before is that there are three sides to Minecraft: the overworld, the nether, and the end. Now, you are still in the overworld, but before we go into the end, which is where the final boss lies, we have to go into the nether first. And you can go into the nether by acquiring 12 obsidian blocks. Yes, you have to acquire these obsidian blocks again. I probably should have mentioned that before, sorry. But after you've gathered these 12 obsidian blocks, you will need flint and steel. And once you've gathered your 12 obsidian blocks and your flint and steel, you will need to lay them out in a square-ish pattern like this. Once you have built that, you may finally enter the second biome, the nether. Congratulations, you've gotten really far in your Minecraft survival world. This is what entering a nether portal is going to look like. Just standing for a little bit into the nether. Now, it might be like but you may need a little time to find that, exploring in the nether. When you're in the nether fortress, the first enemy you want to kill are blazes. When blazes are killed, they'll drop blaze rods. I'm not getting any blaze rods from that one. But when they drop blaze rods, you can turn them into blaze cream. And blaze cream will look like this. I'd recommend and once you have that 16 blaze power, you pretty much don't ever need to go back to it again, really. Once you have all your blaze powder, wait until it is night and look for Endermen. Endermen will be tall and black with purple eyes, and they like to teleport and stuff. You should know about them. And Endermen, like, when you're beginning your Minecraft journey, stay away from them at all costs because they're very powerful. But when you are powerful enough with your diamond armor and weapons, go for those Endermen. This is because when Endermen die, they will drop Ender Pearls, and you can combine Ender Pearls with Blaze Powder to get Ender Eyes. When you make around 12 of them, you can go looking for a very specific building called a Stronghold. Throw one of the Ender Eyes you have accumulated up, and it will begin leading you towards the Stronghold. Eventually, the Ender Eye will shatter, indicating that you are right above the Stronghold. So once again, start digging straight down. You likely won't fall into lava this time, just the Stronghold. You know you will have found it when you see a bunch of stone bricks. And you need to explore until you find another very specific room within a very specific building. This is what the room will look like. It's called an end portal room. And did you see the 12 empty frames? That's where you need to put your Ender Eyes. And once you have put your Ender Eyes in, the portal will open up like this. Jump into that black stuff in the middle and you will be teleported into the final dimension, the end. To beat the Ender Dragon, all you really need to do is just build up to the crystals on the top platforms and then destroy them. And then once all the crystals are down, just kill the Ender Dragon when he comes down to attack you by damaging him over and over again. No, I'm just kidding. It's a lot harder than it sounds. But if you do it enough times, exiting without saving when you die, eventually you will get it. And be sure to save at every little bit of progress you make in that Ender Dragon, because you are going to die a lot of times in the fight against him, believe me. I mean, it's really hard to survive against him. But once you have beaten the Ender Dragon, you have beaten the entire game. Now all that remains is to explore, and yeah, that's it in survival. And I have done all of this in my world except beaten the Wither and created a beacon, but see, there's nothing really else to do in survival, so I don't really play in survival anymore. But anyway, before I end the guide on how to play Minecraft Survival, I'm just going to present you guys with a few tips and tricks to consider when playing Minecraft.